So welcome to our last day for Cheetah Week, and we today are going to start painting and then let it dry a little bit, do some math, and then we'll paint a little bit more. So if you want to get out whatever rock you think is the coolest, I picked a bigger one today. And I picked one that kind of had a little bit of like a yellow tint to it, but whatever rock, it's totally up to you. We're gonna start today with our yellow paints. Okay, go ahead.
My yellow dried out.
Oh, maybe an orange? Okay.
My orange also dried out.
Oh man, maybe we can start, let's see. What other colors do you have that are good?
Pink, brown, black.
Oh, the
white.
brown, you could probably use the brown because cheetahs have a lot of brown and tan fur. Maybe mix a little brown and white.
Do you need yellow? I need yellow.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. Hey, Daisy.
I think that was gray.
Okay.
That was gray, and now it's yellow. This one. That one that's missing. Yeah. A little bit of yellow. These are different. Maybe. Can't There we go. What color? Colors do you need? What colors does she need?
Really just the yellow and maybe the brown or the black. But you have a darker rock, so you might only need like the yellow and the brown.
Okay.
Daisy.
So you're going to okay, I'll leave these open in case you come across any of them. Okay? Just in case I found anything else that's dried out. Yeah. Sometimes paints dry out. Okay, there you go. So you have your.
All right, cool. So I actually wanted to show, I get to see cheetahs every summer. I like to go to the Cape May County Zoo, so I'm even going to use these magnets that I have on my refrigerator to look at their spots. So this one's neat because if I tilt it one way, it looks more like cheetah, the other way it looks more like tiger. So we're going to start with our rock. This is the one I picked because it kind of almost looks like cheetah color, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, we got Yes Vianison. Hello, welcome. So we're gonna start with our yellow paints today. Hey, Yes Vianice. We're painting today. Do you have your paint set? Okay. I'm gonna start just by putting a bunch of yellow dots at different sizes on my rock. So I'm gonna make spots, okay? Just yellow spots. Some of them a little small, some of them a little big, okay? Yellow spots all over the top and maybe even the sides, just not the bottom because I want the bottom to be able to dry. And you want to leave some space in between the spots. So it's almost kind of like polka dots, but they don't have to be perfect circles. And the cheetah spots, they don't necessarily have any pattern to them. Sometimes they're smaller, sometimes bigger. That looks good. Lots of spots. So I'm using yellow today because we know in the grasslands, the cheetahs tend to blend in with those high grasses. So brown and black, tan, yellow, those are the colors that would blend in to camouflage our cheetah. So we're just starting with our yellow spots. And I picked a fat rock today. It's not very thin, so I'm gonna go on the sides a little bit, just not on the bottom, so it can dry while we're doing that.
Hi.
Hey, yes, Finnies.
I'm still getting my paintbrushes.
You're fine. I picked a big rock today, so I gotta do lots of spots. It's almost like painting an Easter egg.
Oops.
Gemma, how's that color coming on your black rock?
It's the rock.
Can you see it pretty good? Okay.
I'm not.
So lots of spots. Nope, I got some on my hand. So we're just painting the top with yellow spots, that's all, to start us off. Nice and easy.
Wait, which paintbrush are you?
I picked the smaller one.
Yeah,
And they don't have to be perfect circles. I just did little blobs. Some small, some big. Because cheetahs aren't exactly perfect spots. And I forgot my water, so I'm gonna go rinse my brush off. Okay, I'll be right back.
I'm in the meeting. I never even met a cheetah. I realized there was no pink in the I never met a cheetah before.
No, I've seen cheetahs. When I go on vacation in New Jersey, there's a zoo called the Cape May County Zoo, and they have some really neat cheetahs. One year I even went to their gift shop and got a cheetah's paw print that was done in like mud and cement, and I got to keep it forever, which is super, super neat. Okay, so once you're done with your yellow, make sure you clean your brush and put it off to the side somewhere good that it can maybe dry. I'm even gonna put a fan on mine so maybe the yellow dries a little bit faster. Oh, do you hear a puppy, Daisy?
Oh, that's cute.
Daisy hears someone's dog barking.
Oh, that's mine.
Oh. She's like, where's this noise coming from? Stay, big girl.
Aww, that's cute. How old is?
She's only 4 months old. Her name's Daisy. She's still a baby, but she's getting pretty big. We got her right around Easter time.
Our dog is 7 months.
Oh,
But she barks.
yeah. Sometimes Daisy barks a lot too.
If you walk slow, she barks.
Mm-hmm. Is that your only dog?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also have another dog.
When I go with my aunt to Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have a baby dog.
Oh, that's cool. I also have a Chihuahua, but he's a little bit smaller, so he can't jump up on camera. He's 10 or 11 years old, actually.
Walking that game.
Okay, so I'm just letting my rock dry when you guys are done on my plate here. Whoa.
Yeah, me too.
Is everybody done painting?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we can talk about our math while our rock dries, and then we'll do the next color later. So for math today, we're gonna actually talk about fractions a little bit because we've done so much with our 2D shapes. Has anybody heard or seen a fraction before?
I kind of painted my thing.
That's okay, it washes off. I got paint on my hands too. Okay, so we're gonna...
I'm sorry that one day I missed.
That's okay. Did you know that I record these so you can watch it later if you need to?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we really have to watch it?
You don't need to on that day. It's totally up to you. If ever it's a paint day and you want to do the painting later, then you can certainly watch it. Okay?
How do you get on YouTube?
I downloaded it onto my phone, so while I Zoom with you on my computer, I have my phone up top that's recording, and then after each class, I just upload it onto my YouTube page. So I have a whole page of them if ever you want to watch them later. I also this morning, I videotaped my chickens today, so I put those on my YouTube channel because I've been growing my chickens since they were very, very small babies.
Can I tell you something later?
Yeah.
Gold on the sidewalk.
Okay, we're gonna start off with our math today. So I cut out 3 separate pieces of paper that are all the same size, okay? And what I did was we're going to put these whole size papers into fractions. Oh, I'm gonna shut my door so I can't hear the puppy. Hold on. Okay, she had to go outside. So, first thing was, I took my piece of paper and this whole piece, I folded into 2 parts. If you fold a paper or anything into 2 parts, you are cutting it into 2 equal pieces, and that's what we call halves. So this is 1/2 and this is 1/2. If I were to do this with a dollar bill, half of it would be 50 cents each. Okay, so folding it into 2 parts makes halves. If I wanted to do my whole piece of paper into 3 parts we actually call thirds. So if I have 3 equal pieces, they're all the same size, I would have thirds. Next up, if I take my same piece of paper and I fold it in half and then in half again, I actually have 4 equal pieces, and those we call fourths. That would be like if you had a quarter, because 4 quarters make $1. So if I hold them all up together, you can see that my halves are the biggest, whoops, upside down, are the biggest fraction piece because I took my 1 whole and only cut it into 2 pieces, so they're actually pretty big. But my thirds is the next biggest, and my fourths is the smallest size. Now fractions can get even smaller than fourths, but for right now we're only going to talk about fourths, thirds, and halves, okay? So one thing that's super neat with our fractions is if you take a look at my halves and my fourths, if I have 2 fourths, 2 fourths is the same as 1/2 piece. So sometimes fractions can be the same, even if they're different sizes. I can have the same piece by taking 2 of a different one. So 1/2 is actually equal to 2 fourths, which is super, super neat with fractions. So a fraction is just taking 1 big piece and cutting it into equal size smaller pieces. Like 2 halves make 1 whole, 3 thirds make 1 whole, or 4 fourths make 1 whole. So we can do all sorts of different things with fractions. And we're going to continue to talk about fractions as we finish up next week, but I wanted to start off with these 3 basic ones. So halves, thirds, and fourths. Does anybody have questions about our fractions? Have you heard about fractions in 2nd grade? You started to? Okay, good. All right, so this might be a review for you guys. All right, I'm gonna put my fraction pieces off to the side and see my rock's getting pretty dry. How about you guys? It's getting there? All right, so next you can use either, it depends on what colors you have in your paint set. I'm gonna use black, but you can use black or brown for the next part.
We don't have brown here.
Oh, okay. I know I have 2 different kits that went out, so some people have different color rocks and stuff, so I wasn't sure. I'm gonna use black today.
I have the yellow box one.
Oh, okay, that's the same one I have. I think Gemma has the white box. So if you look at my magnet here, if I tilt it the right way, you can see that the cheetah spots actually look like there's a black outline around them, but it's not a pretty outline. So I'm going to show you on my rock. And this time I'm actually going to do this.
I know how to make brown.
Oh, you could do that if you want. Maybe a little black, a little white, and a little yellow. So I'm going to go.
Wait, we can use white, yellow, and black?
If you put it on like a plate or in a cup or something, sure. Yeah. So I'm going to use the other end of my paintbrush. No?
I have a paper.
You could do that. Just make sure it doesn't get on your table.
I know.
So I'm going to use the hard end of my paintbrush again for the outline, just to make it a little easier. So around each spot, we're not going to go completely around. We're just going to give it a little bit of a border, kind of like that. You see how I just did a little bit of black around the outside of my dot? It doesn't have to go completely around, but that's how cheetah spots look.
You scared me, Husky.
Okay? So we're gonna outline and make some borders around all of our dots. And they can look different. Some can have polka dots around the outside.
I really got scared.
So there's 2 of them.
And I'm making my own mistakes on mine.
Remember, it doesn't matter. This is your rock. You can make it however you want for Cheetah Week. Okay. So cheetah spots aren't perfect, so that's why it's okay to make them look a little different. That's okay. It's hard to tell with the cheetah spot. Sometimes you have like bigger dots, sometimes smaller. They don't have to be perfect.
Look it, I kind of made a mistake.
That looks good. Maybe you can do a little yellow on top of it.
Ah, I got painted.
Mm.
I don't know, these are super hard to tap back on.
Oh yeah. You have to make sure these ones are hard to close so that they don't dry out too fast.
I know. Last time I let my papa out, but I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to build it good, but I really made the clip down.
Okay.
It dried up.
Oh yeah, that happens. We only have 1 more week and then you can paint all the rest of your rocks so that your paint won't dry out.
And I started the bottle thing.
What bottle thing?
It was in my red bag.
Oh, I forgot about the bottle that was in your bags. You can do that. You just mix in whatever's in the little bag of glitter and stuff. You can mix that in with water, and that's a calm down.
Big balls.
Yeah.
I had little balls and I put it in water.
Uh-huh.
And it turned big.
Yeah. Gemma, did you get one of those too? The calm down jars? I forgot because I don't have one in my bag. I gave them all out to you guys. So I forgot about that.
I know I'm gonna stick with the yellow also.
You know the cheetahs are okay with that. As long as you're showing spots, it's gonna look awesome.
I was hoping that in the thing that you sent me, I kind of need help with it. I was hoping that if you could.
Which thing did I send you?
The pack thing.
The Google Classroom? Yeah, we can. I can do that after today. So I'm almost making on some of them like a U shape. I'm not going all the way around because cheetah's spots look a little different.
Is this okay? I don't make so much mistakes.
No, it looks good. Remember, a cheetah has lots of fur, so if you want to let it dry and then paint on top.
There's only 2 persons.
Yeah, there's only 2 of you today and just me. Maybe because it's so nice out. Maybe people are swimming. That's why I send the recording later in case they want to watch it later. Maybe people are on vacation.
Tomorrow I'm gonna go on vacation to the beach.
Nice. Are you gonna be here next week with us, or are you gonna be at the beach all week?
I'm gonna be here on Monday.
Okay.
I come on 2 days. I only stay 2.
Cool. Do you know what beach you're going to?
Not yet.
No.
Hey. They're walking down. Look at that. They passed the house.
How's yours look, Gemma? Let me see. Ooh, beautiful. Where did you guys put your rocks from last week, your turtle rocks?
And I have it in my bowl somewhere.
Okay.
Because my foster mom,
Yeah?
we were cleaning down here and I put it in my bowl.
Oh, cool. So once I'm done outlining my dots, I'm gonna add a couple little black dots like in the middle, just to add a little bit more. So they really blend into those grasses.
I made gray.
You made a gray color?
Yeah. With black and red. I mean, with black and red.
I'm really glad you guys got to have these kits for the summer, because did your moms find out that school, we're not going back? We're going to be online in the beginning? Yeah. Are you bummed about that or happy about that?
I'm worrying about that. I really want to go to school, but I haven't seen my best friend since a long time already.
Yeah.
It was better when it was thingy.
Yeah. What about you, Gemma? Are you happy to be home and learning online? Or do you want to go back?
I want to stay home.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Well, me too.
It's nice because you don't have to wear your uniform at home, but you don't get to see your friends.
I do want to see my friends.
I miss my friends too, all my teacher friends.
I know. Everybody probably.
Yeah. So I'm just adding some black spots around my yellow spots.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a gray I made.
Yeah.
It's on the paper.
Oh, that's a good looking color. That would blend into the grasses of the grasslands for sure.
I want to go to the already. I only have one day.
Mm-hmm. Has anyone been to the Lehigh Valley Zoo before?
No.
No, they don't have cheetahs there, but they just got some neat giraffes. And they have different animals. No? Philadelphia has a neat one too. I'm not sure if they're open for public yet.
And probably in Tennessee there's probably a zoo also.
Oh yeah, I bet. I think Tennessee actually is where there's a really big cave called Mammoth Cave. And that's what I want to go see down there. Who do you have family that lives down there?
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Daddy? Well, I got separated from my mom and my brother also.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm in a different hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't because of my mom. It's because my uncle was hating me and stuff. But my mom didn't do nothing at all.
Is that where they live in Tennessee?
No, only my aunt lives in Tennessee. But then I don't know when I'm gonna go to my aunt.
Mm-hmm. I see you have your foster sister. Is that Rebecca?
How would you know?
I saw her in the background the one day. I remember Rebecca from last year. She was in Mrs. Glennon's class.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Raquel?
No, I don't know Raquel. What grade was she in?
She almost about to be in 10th.
Oh, no. I wasn't at Union Terrace then. I used to teach at Central.
Hey, me, I was at Central before.
Oh, yeah? Wow. We must go to the same schools all the time, I guess.
I know. My mom put me there.
Yeah?
I think I saw you before there, but I said hi, but I don't know.
I've always taught the bigger kids, so maybe when you get to like 4th or 5th grade, then you'll be in my class. Just in the summer, I go with the littler kids.
When I go back with my mom, I hope I can go back to Union Terrace.
Yeah.
Central Elementary School. I like that school.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to show you my rock. What do you think?
My mom lets me paint my nails all by myself.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
It lets me wear makeup, but light makeup, not dark makeup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put my rock down so it can dry on my table, but what do you think? Here's my cheetah rock. I didn't do the bottom because I want it to be able to dry. I like this one. I'm excited. I think I like this one better than the turtle rock.
I don't really like mine because I made a mistake.
Well, you have a lot of extras in your bag that if you want to do another one, you certainly may do so. We only need one more for next week for our lizard week, okay? And then the rest of them you can paint however you want.
And the lizard's going to be super hard because my birthday passed.
Oh, when was it? Last week?
You know what I got for my birthday?
No. What'd you get?
I got some of the stuff here.
Make sure, Gemma, you close your paints all the way, okay, until you hear it snap.
Okay, I got this. I got a lot of CDs, so look it. I got this one.
Is that a CD or a DVD? Like a video?
This is a movie.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Got this one. And then we got Barbie.
Ooh, I have lots of Barbies. I'm actually a Barbie collector.
Look it.
Beautiful.
I wish you can be my mom. So when
Then I'd have a girl at my house. All I have are boys. Me and Daisy are the only girls.
Well, that's sad. I wish you can be my mom, so whenever I want to watch this kind of thing, you can just let me. We got Barbie, Side, I don't know, Save, I don't know.
Very cool.
Yeah.
When was your birthday?
It was the 26th.
Of this month?
Yeah.
So on Sunday, happy birthday. Holy moly, we missed it. Gemma, when's your birthday?
23rd, just last week. The 23rd.
Your birthday was last week. You both just had birthdays. Happy birthday, guys. I didn't even know. Holy moly, we should have had a celebration.
Nice.
Did you both turn 8 or 9?
I turned 8. Me too.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Did everybody have cake or cupcakes or something fun? Yeah, very cool. I'm glad. That's super neat that you both just had your birthday. All right, friends, so that's it. So please make sure your paints are closed so they don't dry out. Next week, we're gonna talk all about lizards and we're gonna paint one more rock, but next week's it. It's our last week together. So I'm kind of bummed about that, but pretty soon it's time to get ready for back to school stuff. So we have a lot of work to get done and it's gonna be super exciting. So do you guys have any questions?
No.
Okay, all right, Gemma, I'll see you next week. And yes, Venice, did you say you had a question for after? Okay, all right, Gemma, I'll see you. Bye.